Aging and physical infirmity stands our way of enjoying our mansions and homes. It often becomes challenging, if not impossible, to use our stairways day in, day out. With portable American pneumatic vacuum elevators, PVs, you are assured of unlimited enjoyment of your mansions and homes. It's a self-supported elevator for vertical movement of humans and goods at homes and offices. The original comes in 3 custom-made models with wheelchair accessibility. Call it luxury, but it's a necessary imperative for vertical mobility. Do not let aging or infirmity limit you. Get one for your easy vertical mobility at home. It's affordable and can be installed in just 3 days without modification to your existing building. It's however easier to incorporate it at the construction stage. We also have traditional Fuji elevators and escalators for your high-rise buildings and malls. Visit Lifts and Elevators Company Limited at Sakumono for your elevators nationwide. For free consultation to call or WhatsApp us on 0200-535-515. Lifts and Elevators, the elevator people.
We are back bringing you the latest lineup from Betway. Betway starts strong with their front 2 with Free Play Friday and Swipe Bet. In the middle, you've got all the control with Cash Out and Build a Bet. Plus, with Win Boost, you can boost your sports bet. At the back, they have Smart Picks and the Partial Daily Jackpot.
You always get way more with Betway.
This
adverts have been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. No under 18. Terms and conditions apply. Betway. Get way more.
Have you been to Aqua Safari lately? Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castnet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Experience horseback riding, tennis, and some golfing amongst a host of other activities. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the Volta River, the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, local and exotic birds, while you pet and feed them. You can have this large space for your conferences, corporate retreats, and so many activities as part of the package. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin. We had an amazing experience and I can't wait to return for more.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
The biggest car center in Ghana, offering unparalleled round-the-clock service in autos and accessories. Nadam Autofix is the biggest distributors of used tires in Ghana, offering first-grade second-hand car tires of all rim sizes at both wholesale and retail prices. We are also the leading name in car sensor diagnostics, corrections and sales of car accessories. We excel in car washing and detailing with state-of-the-art steam engine washing machines that keep water away from your engine, ensuring a clean, healthy and responsive engine. Nadam Autofix, the first name in servicing, car accessories and car washing. Visit us today and experience the world of class difference. Find us today at Asoridaho, directly opposite Dansoman KFC and the Shell filling station. For more details, you can call us on 0503 244 266 or 0535 339823. Nado Motofix, Wukwanso Nyonko Papa.
Customer. Nadavena minka me papa. Me try 10 Ghana. 10 Ghana cedis.
Na no dia say na obenya.
10 Ghana cedis no. Me dia 54,000 Ghana cedis.
54,000.
540 million.
Yeah, the one na me try me di e skasa.
Yeah. And then I giga ade tena we. Tena wa boki. Draw no na asase no eh. Mami nye volume. Customer. What?
One of our daily lucky winners. Dial *946# to play now. Or you can also play online at www.gamepackgames.com. Game Park is regulated by the National Lottery Authority.
All right, you're welcome back to the program. It's Good Morning Ghana. I have my guests with me already in the studio. So let me introduce them and then I think I'll tell you other matters. There's a gentleman who's celebrating his birthday today. I think, okay, I'll tell you just in a few minutes. But Akusha Menu is here and she is Deputy Chief Executive Officer for the National Youth Authority and also the parliamentary candidate for the Adentan constituency. Welcome. I think it's my first time introducing you as a parliamentary candidate, right? The other time I didn't.
Been here this year.
Okay, that's why.
It's a happy new year.
That's why. So happy new year. Happy new year.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was nice seeing you the other time.
Yes.
What were you doing there? What was your role?
Oh, we had a side event, National Youth Authority.
Okay. So there was some.
In their role in AFCFTA and opportunities that are found, yes.
Oh.
It wasn't in the main hall, although I want to make a special appeal to the APN organizers to have the youth as a main event.
As a main event.
The conversations that go on
still hovers around the youth anyway, and businesses coming up,
the
entrepreneurship.
Prosperity dialogues, if it has to make its impact, they have to carry the youth along. And on the continent, it's 60%.
Yeah, youth. Yeah.
Or the youth in that bracket. But it was a very nice program.
It was.
I saw your black sergeants. I said, hey.
Michelle.
Now, eavesdrop on your conversation too.
What was the conversation about?
When you were talking to quote unquote your boss.
I beg. Quote unquote my boss. Charlie.
I'll mention it.
This information. Anyway, Margaret Ansel is here. Also a member of NEC, right? Yes, of the NDC. You're welcome.
Thank you, Annie.
Good morning to you too.
Good morning.
Is it a Happy New Year?
Yeah. On set, it's Happy New Year.
First people, where have they been? Okay, I've hosted your colleagues. Okay, so I guess.
On set, it's Happy New Year to you, and then to Akusua, it's a Happy New Year and a congratulations to. So I hope this year brings a lot of good fortune and may our aspirations be met as a country and as individuals.
Aspirations
and as a corporate body, Metro TV.
We thank you. We thank you. Anyway, so let me just remind you that MTN is still around the corner. It says that it is the Momo season, and what it is about is that there's something for everyone. So you download the Momo app and also from the Play Store and the App Store and use the Momo Pay for your day-to-day transactions. It says that either to your merchant or either through the QR code or Momo merchant ID, you can stand a chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis weekly and other amazing prizes as well. So the merchants are also not left out and of the reward. Receive payments and win. So keep using your Momo Pay on the Momo app and get rewarded. Lots of exciting prizes also comes in addition. So go onto the website. It's momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh, momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh for your Momo business account today. It's Momo season, so Momo with the Momo Pay. Remember the terms and conditions apply. Now, Kel Kids toothpaste also is available on the market, and it is made from the flavored with strawberry actually. So it makes it very, tasty and sort of makes it very easy for the children to use. So they'll make brushing their teeth in the morning easy and not give you work to do. So get your Kel Kids toothpaste and let the child's gum be protected. The gums and the cavities will be protected as they use this. Kel Kid toothpaste is recommended for children between the ages of 2 and 6. All right, 2 to 6. From 6 and above, they can use the Kel toothpaste itself. But the 2 to 6, we have the one that's made for kids. Okay, so Kel Kids toothpaste is made from Samara Company Limited and approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. It says Happy Smile. Now, lift and elevator is also available to install the elevator in your homes if you cannot climb the stairs that you have actually built. The elevator is available in 3 days. They can do a customized one for you. You can also carry your goods along with you. It's affordable and can be installed within 3 days, as I said. So call Lift and Elevators. They are located at Sakumono. Call them on 020-535-515 or send them an email to elevators@gmail.com and best solutions in an easy vertical movement. Sorry. Now, also Amin Scientific says that it's organizing free health screening for the general public. And it's a way of saying thank you to Ghanaians for and what more is rewarding in this. And Amin Scientific offers the natural way of healing. So if you've been using their services, you know exactly what they do. For the free screening, it includes a fertility test, prostate, stroke, diabetes, hypertension, fibroid ulcers, hepatitis B, and others, some many more. The medical screening is free, but patients with the disease conditions will pay a token for their medical or for their medications. Visit the Madomi near Snit Flats or Klagom near Ashaman Underbridge and all other branches across the country as well. We call them on 020-722-9505 or 0244-222-7192 to book your appointment. Amin Scientific says that God is the healer. All right, so just make sure that, like I always say, after the festivities, you probably may have eaten things and you want to check your health, or you want to start making children, you want to go and check as a woman and stuff like that. So take advantage of this free screening and win with it. All right, let me come to the ladies. I think I would like to pick your thoughts on I was going to say just ended AFCON. It has not just ended.
It's ended for you.
It's ended for us. Yeah. I was going to pick your thoughts. In fact, I want to pick your thoughts on it. Because myself and Akusi, I won't stop wearing the jerseys. Win or lose. Except that after we lost, I haven't seen you wear yours. Me, I wore mine.
Oh.
Yes.
Thoughts on AFCON?
We had they brought what's it called? GFA brought the procedure for selecting the new coach, and they said they had to set up a committee, and we heard Asan Kuma's name was on it. Now a notification has come from the office of Asan Kuma that he's not interested to be on the committee. I know there are some sports journalists who have called for dissolving of that committee. They have made their voices heard that they are not interested in that committee. What we have to do, maybe to start with, is to review. Let's have the report on the review. Let's know where we are as a country as far as especially this Black Star situation is concerned. And then from there, we can pick up the pieces, put it together, and then we move forward. But just setting up a committee and running with it, they think that it's not an appropriate thing to do. I'm not sure what you think. In my own opinion, I want us to have a national conversation on the situation.
Okay.
Okay. So, AFCON, for me, I think this is the most disappointing competition, that I've seen the Black Stars in. Before I start, greetings to my constituency executives, Nadenta, all polling station executive.
Margot, why are you?
Margot is like, all polling station executives, all coordinators, all constituents, hearty greetings from here on Metro TV. Now, AFCON, I don't know where to start because, I mean, you know, I love football. And it's almost like a double-edged sword of pain I've been experiencing because my Manchester United club hasn't been doing too well. Kotoko also, well, I don't remember the last time we did anything amazing. And now Black Stars. Now the issue of Black Stars is a conversation that we keep having and we don't really see much progress. So AFCON is done, but what were the issues? Going into AFCON, football pundits and critics, among others, ring-fenced the GFA and said there were things that were happening that weren't the best for the Black Stars. They also threw the Ministry of Youth and Sports under the bus too, in terms of the accusation, quote-unquote, that they give too much room to the GFA. Now, the thing about the Youth and Sports Ministry is that it's literally, it operates under government. But when it comes to football, football is a national conversation. As much as possible, you want to equip the agency or the body that is supervising our football and give them all that is required to do well in the competitions. People have questioned the selection of the players. People have questioned, especially the goalkeeper and his experience or his lack of play in his own club. People questioned the commitment of the players themselves. People highlighted the division they saw clearly in the camp. We had sports journalists in the hotels who gave their rendition of how it felt in camp as compared to other countries and how they conducted themselves. Annie, I've never seen us in any competition lead 2-0 and within the 90th minute. If you were in a pub or you were somewhere and you just got up to just go to the fridge and take a bottle of water, you would come back to see 2-2 against the Black Stars. It was disappointing. The mistakes were unpardonable. Like, you know, the Ayus are one of my favorites. People throw them under the bus, but I feel like they've been most committed in terms of how they play for the Black Stars. But I've never, for the life of me, seen any captain or any seasoned player, the likes of Ayu with a minimum of 3 AFCONs under his belt in the 18-yard box, with his arms, you know, in a position where, yes, the ball hits you is literally a foul, it's a penalty. I've never seen that before in my life for any captain of the Black Stars or any seasoned player of the Black Stars make that mistake. There are questions of sabotaging themselves. Some said Inaki Williams, they don't want him to shine because yes, he scores at his club, but when it comes to Black Stars, he doesn't score. Some said he's not being fed the balls. Some say Jordan only releases the balls when his brother. It's a whole issue of things. But one of the things that bothers me the most, growing up, I think my earliest, one of the games I saw was Abedi Pele. You know, at that, the joy and passion that you saw them play for Ghana, the excitement in wearing the jersey, you know, their commitment on the pitch. It wasn't about money, it was just love for football, love for Ghana. And we felt it too because football is that one activity that brings everybody together. It doesn't matter which political party you support, everybody's rooting for the Black Stars. And it's taking a different dimension, and the overhaul is necessary. As far as that committee is concerned, maybe it was a suggestion that came up to mitigate the fallout, but Ace declining, well, I don't know. Maybe he's not interested in local football at that level or national football, so we can't really fault him. And it takes a lot, and the problem is not an easy fix. It's sitting back, saying that we're starting all the way from our secondary schools, where they were inter-schools competition. I remember some of my mates in school that went to St. Augustine's, I went to Infantipim, I went to Adisco. Some recall Asamoah Gyan playing, and at that time, the brilliance was there already. discovering players at that level. Not necessarily people moving out of Ghana and almost naturalizing and playing for a certain club before they bring them in. We are so gifted at football. There's enough quality in terms of players that we can get here. So the conversation it shouldn't end at just criticizing. Steps, measures, long-term planning has to be put in place. We are not a nation that is learning how to play football. And I'm sure that if we were to train for 2 weeks, you could actually be called into a club. It comes naturally to us. We are good.
I was playing, let me tell you, I was playing 11.
I believe your legs are very fast when you're chasing things.
What's that supposed to mean?
And you're very swift. But I'm just saying, we are gifted. Look, we could even have we could put structures in place where we export players, and not just for, as in go to other countries, they play, the revenues will definitely come back to us. There's a whole line of talents that we can tap with putting proper structures in place. And you know, sometimes even for us, looking at the commitments on the players, sometimes they don't feel like they actually understand that you are representing your country. It's such an honor. Forget the money, right? And then when you carry it through, it's like you're immortalized. Look at Bidipele. Till date, everybody still mentions him. Look at Stephen Appiah. Till date, it's how he committed to the Black Stars, how he always played his heart out. It almost feels like we can never get the likes of Asian, Muntari, Asamoah, all of them, and how they played in that synergy. But it's important that we believe that it is possible, that we can right the wrongs and ensure that we put everything in place for the Stars to do their very best. I'm not giving up on the Black Stars. This is just a blip on the radar. But what's important is having a proper plan. And I believe that a lot of suggestions have been made, and I believe that those suggestions, the ones I've heard, especially with there was a group of 5 journalists, sports journalists, I believe. I listened to them on a particular station, was I think Peace FM, and they had very good recommendations. And I believe that when we put that into play, it would help us. The calls for the GFA boss and other things has to be looked at. I mean, by the law, you can't just, you can't just fire him. Dissolving the board has its own implications, amongst other things. But we're a country that people love, especially when we get into competitions. Look, when we played Cape Verde, and I remember sitting with my cousin and we were going to watch in a place in the constituency, and said, "Oh, Cape Verde." Oh. I said, "Don't dismiss Cape Verde. Now everybody knows how to play football. Yeah. Everybody, look, when it comes to the Premiership, they actually use the science and data on players. How fast a player runs, how he connects with the ball, his possession. They can actually predict how he'll peak or how he'll fall. It's gotten that advanced. So we need to put that same interest in our football and ensure that it's not about taking a player just so that player will get one cap under his belt for having played for the country, so that he gets options on another market. The sentiment that we are not treating it as something where we want to win, but as a business, is slowly sinking in. And if that has to change, it has to change fast and furiously, because some of the players, especially in this squad, look, I love Inaki, I love Semenyo. Kudus is amazing. When we got into AFCON, I thought Kudus wasn't going to play again because he had an injury as well. And in-house, if a therapist is required to have the players talk, and they have to, because sometimes the abuse online alone, if you see what people write, you see how quickly some of them came out to apologize to Ghanaians. And there was a player who apologized, and I haven't forgotten his name. Someone said, "Why Sunni?" You don't even remember him having playtime. But it's how pained people are. Even see the reaction of the sports journalists, which I felt was most unfortunate. But it tells you the pain they were experiencing. And I don't think that even when it comes to football, we need to politicize it. Because there's certain comments I saw, I was like, it's not necessary. This is about your country. When we get into the World Cup, we can do great. But before we get there, the things we need to do is some very tough decisions need to be taken, and it has to be done.
Let me have Margot. Let me have you also come in.
Good morning, Annie. Good morning to your viewers and your team. Good morning to all Ghanaians and Akatamansonians. And in football, I'm not really a fan of football. And honestly, I didn't even watch any of the matches.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Inshallah, I'll go and watch and kind of brief
tell you, okay.
Yeah, so I think the last one we had 2 goals within 5 minutes. She told me she was heartbroken. I said, welcome to the club. Me, I have eyes. Why didn't I go to watch? So if you think you have the eyes to watch, then you need the heart to accommodate the surprises. Okay. But anyway, I was just reading on the scrolls, the kind of things they've put in place, measures they've put in place, trying to get a new coach. I think that is a little bit premature. We really need to settle as a country. We need to look at the challenges holistically. Do we have a team? Because if we do not have a team, no matter who the coach is, and being a coach is not an easy task. You are a coach where you have players who are even richer than you. You have players who come from a royal football home. You have players who are arrogant. You have players who are humble. A whole lot of characters that you need to manipulate and get the work done. So it is not necessarily the changing of coaches, but I think Ghana must sit and have a team. As Akusia said, those days that we used to have inter-schools, I mean, we identify a lot of potentials from that and grew them. But here is the case where it's become like, we are looking for who is a Ghanaian somewhere, even try to, lobby you to come and play for us. It doesn't bring out the patriotism. When the Ghanaian, who is a homegrown player, is on the pitch, he has something he's focusing on, which is the country, not his team or something that he's playing to get another team or that. He has a country. He came from a home where families, friends, everybody is looking up to. Most of the players that we took to the AFCON, I don't know how many lived in our societies, are schooled with us, and know that Ghanaians have expectations of them.
They call them the bees. Ghanaians call them the bees.
The bees, So you see, that kind of patriotism is not there. So
no, but I don't think that the beeism is the problem.
But we have this one of those players, some player who is a bit stubborn, but he scores. But he's not a bee, but he scores. So sometimes
but these players that we even term them,
we have they play football home.
I'm saying that they play,
but
he doesn't play in their respective international clubs, and they score.
And they are here.
Is that scoring different from scoring on an African tournament?
Annie, on their international clubs, the stakes are high. They have a certain goal they need to meet. They can't joke with it. But psychologically, as Akusia said, have we psyched our players to put Ghana first? To put they didn't even know how Ghanaians felt towards football until they lost. And then they now came to, they haven't even experienced us. As someone who say you haven't met us yet.
They're not really patriotic, like on the field of play.
Imagine, you said you used to play football. I mean, I never attempted. I tried running, and due to 1 or 2, I stopped. Because anytime I move, people are looking at other parts of me, not focusing on the race. So they just discouraged me from going for my 100 meters and 200 meters. But at least that's for volley. All that I can do with volley,
that would be earthquake.
When I service, you can never play. So as for volley, dear. But football. But imagine you growing up from a society, going to school with your mates on the field, and you are carrying an entire country on your head. You are thinking of what Akusia is going to tell you when you come back.
Apart from the fact that
we didn't see this.
Apart from the fact that footballers are put on the pitch to play for their respective countries, they also have a sense of entitlement for themselves.
Yes.
They have to play to impress people apart from the country. So I don't think, to be honest, because of the way we have not grown up with these boys, and we think that they're not a part of us, we sort of
Annie,
think that they don't love
and he was
the country.
All over. I saw his name all over people's statues everywhere.
No, Annie,
because he performed.
Yeah.
Annie, it's psychological.
So you see, we must have a team as a country. I'm happy I'm here today. I hope Dr. Randiabe will listen to us. Let's stop the premature things we are doing, this autopilot thing. Let's sit down as a country, have a national consensus. How do we build the Black Stars? Because growing up, as you guys referring to Abedi Pele and Co., their names became household names, not because of anything, but they carried their countries and they made Ghana proud. And we can do them today. They are there. The talents are there. Let's look for them, nurture them, put that kind of patriotism in them. And, you see, this daddy bees that you're talking about, how the person can even be submissive and listen to a coach, their team playing, the kind of people they are playing with, the psychological understanding, language barrier, it's all matters. Probably they are not even friends, they don't even know who is passing to who, somebody wants to score, so they are being selfish on the field. All that, but we need to have a team. I mean, when you have a team, it doesn't matter who scores. At the end of the day, what we need is a goal. We don't need who dribbles, who can do half styles and all that thing. So please, GFA, there's looking for, and I hear they need 15 years experience. Which quote are you looking for? 15 years experience of what? What are you looking for? We are exaggerating too. You don't even have a team, and you are saying you need a coach. The coach can play for the 12-11 of Jesus Christ, 12 FC of Jesus Christ, whatever. If you don't have a team.
So there are fundamental problems that we have not been able to solve.
Exactly, as a country, we should look at it. You see, we are always rushing with problems. So we end up having eggs on our faces all the time. We shouldn't rush. Let's break the things down. What are the challenges? Let's go back, watch the matches. Let's look at the background of our players. How are we doing it? Are we getting 70% local, 30% international to get the blend? How, as a country, we have a lot of people, the way Ghanaians are so emotional about football, a lot of them too have a lot of technical advice and other experience they could share. We have Stephen Appiah around. We have Abedi around. Have we brought them together to stay with this guy for mentorship, orientation, like staying with them in camps, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Having Abedi Pele around you, having Stephen Appiah, having Michael Essien, sharing the experience as Samuel Jan. After that, he can even play songs for them to dance and all that. You see, we need to.
Samuel Jan?
Yeah, he was in.
We need to build this thing. Imagine Abedi Pele sharing his story with them, that how I played for my country and I became who I am. I didn't start from somewhere.
But sharing your story is different from experiencing the story. These boys have not experienced the story of Ghana.
But Annie, being with them, that is what I said. We need that kind of team. When we say team building, when you need something, that's what we did, and that is why we are here. So as a country, I think we shouldn't hasten at all, else we will come back with greater problems than we had, and the heartbreaks will be too many. Let's take our time, identify the problems, where are they coming from, and give solutions, very practical solutions, and let's build a team from scratch to top. It will help us a lot. At least when we know that this is our team that we've built over the years. Look at the Morocco team. Like, I heard the coach speaking yesterday, and it was so admirable. He was a player. He took up a challenge. We should build a team as a country. Then all of us will, be behind it, because by then the country's voice have been heard. There's been consultation, there's been consensus building, so people's inputs are being implemented, and we will appreciate it. It's high time we stop importing coaches, and now we are looking for 15 years experience. For what? Exactly.
So if we had this coach, what was his name, sir? Chris Hughton, my own friend. If we had this coach, who is supposedly an international coach, and we're expecting like some super expertise from him, and this is the outcome. What makes you think that maybe Abedi Pele cannot do the coaching, Stephen Appiah cannot do the coaching? If this is the performance, then our men we have in the country are way better.
But I don't think it's just the coach's fault.
No, it's not. I'm not saying. I mean, that's one of the factors. Like we say, it's about 1%.
I mean, part of the problem.
Part of the problem, yeah.
But in terms of his changes, they're questionable.
Of course, definitely.
I could do better.
I'm just saying that, if this is the performance the coach could put out.
Alexander Jiku, whoever he is, he's a brilliant player. Our first game, tackles neatly. Like, you even get anything to say about it. And the likes of him on the pitch, Semenyo, I believe they have a place in the squad. And sometimes the things we say can be discouraging. But they are literally outliers for the team. And I think they shouldn't give up. For Inaki, I understand no matter where he is, he never thinks twice about playing for us. Unlike certain players, here they'll open their schedule, they'll talk to their agents, they'll look at...
Committee halts the search and instructs his minister and GFA to first render an apology to the people of Ghana, submit the technical management reports, their budget, and investigate the cause of the disaster in Abidjan. Good that lawyer Ace Ankoma has been honorable enough to decline. The other members must decline in their own interest. The chairman of that committee himself is not fit for purpose. Aluta continua. So I think that is on a they're on a spree, Aluta spree.
The calls to dissolve the GFA, we've done it before. It didn't take us.
It didn't work. No. So we should try something else. All right. So, well, that's just a little we wanted to say about that. Let's go into the what happened on Saturday. The MPP went to the polls to select its next batch of leaders into parliament, and there were, surprises and confirmations and all that. But let's do that after this short break.
And Momo.
And in businesswomen, other companies, and also individuals. Rossi Consult has 98.4%